Fast travel. One of the biggest differences between retro and modern gaming. Is it a blessing or a curse? Or maybe something in between? It seems many people feel differently about this feature. Today we're going to talk about how fast travel impacts immersion, exploration, level design, and ultimately your entire experience playing video games. Fast travel, for those who may not know, is a video game mechanic that allows the player to instantly teleport between previously visited locations without having to travel the distance in real time. And it's often in RPGs, open world games, adventure games, or any game where you're required to travel long distances these days. So for a few examples, we've got the option to click on the map and teleport to wherever you're wanting to go, which can be seen in Days Gone. Or there's situations like in some of the South Park games where you have a specific station that you have to get to be able to travel to other stations. So why does fast travel exist? Well, it's pretty freaking obvious. It saves a lot of time. There's no redundant walking or running all over the map, and it lets the player focus on the mission's story and the meaningful content without having to worry about time-consuming movement. It keeps the players active constantly so they stay interested. A lot of players might not like the exploration aspect of games and they want the action and the story, so it's real convenient just to skip straight there and not have to worry about exploring the scenery. It gives the freedom to skip what they don't enjoy and speed up their progress. It makes the game feel less like a grind or a chore, and it lets you finish the game faster. Of course, there is also a negative aspect that can be found in this. An immersive game can pull you into its world, making you forget you're not actually living in it. Realistic graphics, stories, systems, and interactive environments can help players focus on the game's world rather than its mechanics. It's about suspending your disbelief to feel like you're living in the game, whether through NPC behavior being realistic, graphics looking beautiful, or really immersive VR experiences. Immersion is feeling like you're in that world. It makes the game more fun in my opinion, because you can forget real life and focus on what's important in the game. It feels like you're living as part of the game. You're no longer yourself but a character, and you can impact much more than you normally can in real life. That's why people invest in good headphones and speakers and VR systems. So games with fast travel can rely less on world exploration, and it might lead to less interacting with the roads and paths the devs have spent time on, fewer hidden encampments or environmental storytelling. Without relying on fast travel, designers can encourage players to explore more, so there's more points of interest and meaningful routes, whereas fast travel brings the focus to specific locations rather than the journey between them. So there's more work put into the actual locations possibly, but less into the locations you'll be traveling through. In more discussions I saw, some players feel the world feels empty because they almost never have to traverse it. It breaks the illusion of being real. It's like when you watch a movie with bad acting and you are constantly aware that you're watching a movie with bad acting. So exploration, does fast travel reduce it? For you personally, I want to know, do you remember a world better when you experience its terrain versus just travel through the map? And do you explore more when you walk through it in a game? For instance, whenever you're trying to just stick to the main quest, but then you keep getting pulled into side quests as they pop up because maybe some random guy needs saved from a zombie horde or from some raiders. You just can't resist. On Reddit, they mentioned fast travel can reduce the joy of discovering things because it's all laid out for you on the map. You just teleport to it. You can't discover things on your own. But also, some people mentioned not everyone wants to explore every inch of the game. They're just in it for the action aspect. Well, Breath of the Wild has very little fast travel and it encourages discovery. Another open world game, Skyrim, fast travel is everywhere, so exploration sometimes feels optional, which I don't mind it. You get the choice of exploring and you get random things come up to you, or you can just, skip the travel time. So is it a trade-off? Some players want realism, some players just want convenience and to get through the game. Some choose not to use fast travel to stay immersed, and others always use it because walking gets repetitive and very boring. Fast travel can alter how the stories are paced, and instant travel might make stories feel snappier. You're kind of getting whiplash. Long travel can build anticipation for whatever it is you're having to go do. So like if a character's in danger and you're having to rush to go see them, it really takes you out of it just teleporting there. It can affect the challenge and engagement you get, so travel is part of the gameplay. There's danger and resource management that comes along with it. You find supplies along the way and random things attack you. When games have unrestricted fast travel where you can just travel wherever you want, whenever, however often, there's not as much of a challenge. So how can you design fast travel right? So a lot of fast travel is only to discovered locations, and there's a lot of travel restrictions when there's a dangerous zone. I keep referencing Days Gone, but you can't fast travel through a certain area until you've cleared freak nests, zombie nests. Games with fast travel can also make walking seem worth it still by providing loot, discoveries, random events that happen along the route. So is fast travel good or bad? Obviously that's up to your own opinion. I'm not going to tell you what to think, but I think it's best that games give players a choice. When it becomes required as part of the game, it impacts the world and exploration, because devs don't want to focus as much on the surroundings if they know their players are just going to teleport everywhere. I think that's one negative consequence. I want to encourage everyone to think about how you want to experience games, and during your next playthrough, try and play without fast travel just once and see what it's like. Do you feel more immersed? Does it feel more realistic? Is it agonizingly slow? And I want you to let me know how that goes. What games do you think handle fast travel the best? Do you know any that have unique fast travel mechanics that work differently than most games? I'd like you to comment your thoughts below. If you could please like and subscribe, that would be very helpful, and it supports the channel greatly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.